Hola, this is the recording for Chapter 3, Vocabulario dos lesson. This corresponds with page 2 of your packet and also pages 96 and 97 of the textbook. Okay, so we're going to go through some more vocabulary today. And the first, or our section, or the theme of our vocabulary today is después de las clases, after school, what happens after school. So first couple words, you're definitely going to recognize some technology terms here. And so I'm just going to put all of these up on the screen. El móvil, el MP3, la música y DVD. Okay, so all of these, lots of technology terms are going to be the same in both languages. The one to probably really pay attention to here is el móvil, which is talking about cell phone. Okay, so mi móvil es, or ¿dónde está mi móvil? Where's my cell phone? Okay, but el MP3, música, DVD as well. Okay, now the next one is computadora or ordenador. Okay, there are two different terms in Spanish for computer. The second one, ordenador, is used in Spain, whereas computadora is more often used in Latin America. You're going to definitely hear me say computadora. Okay, but you do need to know both terms, and they both refer to computers. Okay, now you've got a couple of verbs here. Regresar. Think about the English word regress, or to go backwards. So regresar means to return or to go back. And then ir a pie is a phrase that means to go on foot. Okay, and this is going to be kind of the basis for the next couple of phrases as well. But ir a pie, ir means to go, pie is someone's foot. So ir a pie, ir en el bus escolar, okay, to go in a school bus. This also works with the verb ir. So ir a pie, ir en el bus escolar, or even regresar en el bus escolar, to return by school bus. Okay, so those two, again, talking about like returning home from school. Okay, attached to our theme here. Okay, a couple of other kind of technology terms. Navegar la red or navegar el internet. Okay, la red is kind of like saying the web. Okay, but navegar, you're navigating the web or navigating the internet. So navegar la red or navegar el internet. Either phrase is fine. Enviar un correo electrónico. Okay, now let's switch to the second column, you see, but enviar means to send or to mail something. Okay, so enviar un correo electrónico, to send an email or an electronic letter, literally. But enviar un correo electrónico. Okay, now the next set of terms really deal with kind of like going to a store. Okay? So first of all, the word for store is tienda. So una tienda. Un empleado. Okay? Empleado, you can definitely hear the word employee there. So employee or salesman, empleado. Now if it's a female, una empleada. Dinero, we've already talked about this term. Dinero is money. And caja is a cash register. So la caja. So dinero y la caja. Okay, now you're going to notice on your list about 5 different, again, new AR verbs. We had quite a few new AR verbs on the first page of our notes. We got a few more here. So trabajar, to work. So for instance, el empleado trabaja en la tienda. The employee works at the store. Trabaja en la tienda. Okay, but trabajar is your base word, to work. Necesitar. Okay, sounds like what it means, to need. Buscar, to look for, to search for something. So, for instance, you could say, ella busca una computadora nueva. She's looking for a new computer. Okay, buscar. Comprar, to buy, and pagar, to pay. Okay, so again, all of those AR verbs, and it matches up with the idea of going to a store, which is kind of what this second column's about. Okay, I'm going to switch slides. Pause here if you need to keep writing. Okay, next set of words is just kind of some extra vocabulary. We've got some location phrases here, some time expressions, and some question words. So kind of a little bit of everything with what's left on your list. These first three phrases definitely go together, talking about time expressions. So antes de, durante, and después de. And what's going to follow in a sentence is like an event or a time, for instance. So antes de la escuela, okay, before school, or even antes del colegio would be another time to say that. Antes de las 8, before 8 o'clock. Durante las clases, during class. Después de, again, after. So you're going to use a time on the clock or an event of some kind. Después de las clases, after class. Okay, so antes de, durante, and después de. The next two, again, prepositions and their opposite phrases. So cerca de, near or close to. Mi casa no está cerca de la escuela. And my house isn't close to the school. Mi casa está lejos de la escuela. So cerca de, lejos de, opposite expressions dealing with location. Okay, and the next three phrases are all question words. And we've talked about all of them a little bit, but haven't really written them down. So adonde means to where. That at the beginning, meaning to, combined with donde, which we already know means where. So to where, it's asking you about a destination. Adonde vas is probably the most common question with this. It's asking where are you going. Cuando, when. Cuando es la clase? And then por qué. And notice this has an accent mark and it is two different words. This is the question why. Okay. The next phrase then is the response to that. Por qué, as one word, means because. When you say these two phrases, it sounds the same. So por qué and por qué. You don't pronounce them differently other than possibly to raise your voice to show it's a question. The spelling, that's a great indication, whether or not you have question marks in the sentence. That's your indication when you write these words for what the difference is. Okay, we've only got two other terms. Cuánto cuesta? How much does it cost? Again, we're talking about store stuff in this page or in this part of the vocab, so we'll get some practice with that. But cuánto cuesta, and then usar means to use. Ella usa la calculadora. She uses a calculator, would be an example of that. All right, pause here if you need to finish writing. I'm going to show you some examples on the next couple of slides. Okay, so here you see descriptions of what happens after school. So, después de las clases, unos alumnos regresan a casa. Okay, so some students return. That's in the ellos form. Van en el bus escolar porque su casa está lejos de la escuela. So giving location, casa lejos de la escuela. Otros alumnos van a un café. Van a pie, okay, they go on foot, van a pie, porque el café está cerca de la escuela. Okay, so giving the location of the café compared to the school. Los amigos regresan a casa. Ángela mira un DVD. So we can use mirar for this. She watches a DVD. Mira un DVD. No mira en la televisión. Usa la computadora. Okay, here are some examples in a store. El señor García es empleado en la tienda. By the way, la tienda is your secret word for this lesson. Okay. Él trabaja en la caja. Okay, so it's as he works at the cash register. Ángela necesita materiales escolares. Ella compra una carpeta. Okay, so she buys. Ella compra. Ángela paga Da el dinero al señor Garcia. And she gives the money. Da el dinero. She asks, ¿cuánto cuesta? Oh, 90 pesos.